Hello and welcome to the Enkwadore channel. Okay, so in this video we will be looking at the Enkwadore DApp. We'll be having a complete walkthrough of the mobile app, and we'll be discussing several items in this walkthrough. First, we'll look at the problem the application is trying to solve. We'll have a look at the website, how to download the app. We'll briefly discuss the DCA trading strategy. We'll talk about your main wallet, how to create a bot, how to configure your bot, the bot wallet, how to fund the bot wallet, the automator, how to fund your automator, how to start, pause, and stop your bot. We'll look at DCA deals, and finally we'll look at upgrading. Alright, let's begin. So the Enkwadore DApp was designed to solve a problem. So it's primarily a decentralized trading application. Okay, it's a mobile application. So for those of you that are familiar with sites like Binance, okay, so Binance offers trading bots that allows you to trade with different strategies, whether it's DCA trading strategy or the grid trading strategy. So the Enkwadore DApp intends to perform those, the same function, which is to allow you to trade different strategies. Okay, so but we will begin. But the first strategy we have here on the application that the application launched with is the DCA trading strategy. Okay, and bot allows you to trade this strategy in a decentralized manner, meaning that you have full control. Okay, so that's the problem it's solving. It's decentralized trading, of digital assets. All right, so let's have a look at the website. So we open our browser and go to dapp.enkwadore.com. All right, yeah. Okay, so this is the website, and it's where you can download the mobile app, which you will have to install on your Android phone. Alright, so let's go ahead and download the application. Alright, the application has been downloaded, so we'll go and have a look. Alright, so it's here. So one thing you will notice is that on some browsers the application is downloaded as a .zip file. So the first thing you would have to do is to rename the application and get rid of the .zip extension. Let's quickly do that. Okay, so once you've renamed the application, you can then install the app. Alright, so we'll install the app now. Alright, the app has been installed. Yeah, and here it is running. So the next thing we'll look at is before we start setting up the bot, we want to quickly look at the DCA trading strategy for those of you that might not be familiar with it. How the DCA trading strategy works is that you can buy an asset at $100, for example, and you set your take profit at 5%. So it means that when the price of that asset appreciates by 5%, you will take profit. Okay, so in the case of the bot, it will automatically take profit on your behalf. Um, so let's assume that the price of that asset, you got the asset at $100, and the price of that asset drops by say 5%. Depending on how you configure the bot can buy more of that asset. As the price drops further, it will buy even more. So you will realize that your average buy price for that asset as a whole will drop. Okay, so it will no longer be the $100 that you started with. Okay, so it means then eventually when the price appreciates and you're at a profit of 5%, the bot will automatically take profit on your behalf. Okay, so that's how the DCA trading strategy works, very briefly. So let's go ahead and attempt to set up the bot. So the first thing we'll need to do is to connect the bot to our main wallet. All right, let's do that. So it prompts you to connect, you connect it. Okay, so it's asking for permission to enable notification. So you allow this. So that's important because the notification allows the automator to function properly. So it's important that the notification is enabled. Alright, so we have connected to our main wallet. So there's a message here saying that we need to switch to Polygon chain to use the bot. So that's because the bot works on the Polygon chain. So let's quickly do that. Alright, we are connected to the Polygon chain and we have the main bot interface. Alright, so before we proceed to create a bot, let's discuss the main wallet further. So the main wallet, the reason the main wallet is important is that one, your bot is attached to that wallet that you are connected to. So it means on a different device, if you have that wallet on a different device and you also have the app on that new device, as long as you're connected to that same wallet, you will always be able to utilize the bot that you set up. Alright, and apart from that, when you finally decide to withdraw from the bot, withdraw your assets from the bot, the assets are automatically withdrawn to your main wallet. Alright, so it means you will not be provided with an interface to enter an address, for withdrawal. Your withdrawal is sent to the wallets that you're connected to. Alright, so that's why the main wallet is important. So alright, so let's go ahead to create a bot. Click the create button and then it asks you to approve the transaction. All right, so we go ahead and approve the transaction. Okay, so you can see the transaction here. So what we just need to do now is refresh the screen to show our bot. Yes, so the bot is up now. All right, so the next thing now we need to do is to configure the bot. All right, so we click the configure button. Okay, so on this screen you select the assets that you want the bot to trade for you. All right, so for this tutorial I will select RV. I will also select Chainlink, and I'll continue. So you can select up to 10 assets. Right, so you continue. So this is where you enter the bot's parameters. So so for the take profit, so like I said earlier, this is the profit, you know, this is the percentage at which you want the bot to take profit. So for this example, you will set 5%. So it means that when the price of the asset appreciates by 5%, the bot is going to automatically, you know, take profit, close, sell, you know, the assets that it bought, and you know, and take the profit. All right. So then the safety order amount scale. So let's even discuss the safety orders first. All right. So so the first purchase that the bot makes, you know, for a particular asset, you know, that order is usually called the base order. So when the price drops, or if the price drops, subsequent orders are called the safety orders. All right. So the safety order amount scale is the multiplier, okay, that we want for the safety orders. Okay, so let's use an example. Let's say the bot starts with a base order of $10. All right, if it means that when the price drops and it attempts to purchase more of that asset, so when that purchase is done, that's the, you know, first safety order. All right, and that will use, you know, the same amount of USDC that was used in the base order. So if the base order was $10, the first safety order will also be $10. All right, then for the second safety order, this figure you put here, let's say we use 1.3. Okay, so this 1.3 will be multiplied by the $10. Okay, that should be $13. Yeah. Okay, so it means for the second safety order, the bot is not going to buy asset worth $10, but instead will buy asset worth about $13. Okay, so the same thing will happen for the third safety order. That $13 will be multiplied by 1.3, you know, so and so it will just keep buying depending on the maximum number of safety orders, which is the next parameter here. So let's assume, let's say for this example, we're going to use how many safety orders? Let's use about 3 safety orders. Okay, so it means that the bot is going to place the first order, which is the base order, and then if the price drops, you know, so at different levels it's going to place additional orders, you know, called safety orders. All right, up to a maximum of 3. after it places the third safety order, it will no longer place safety orders. All right, then the order price deviation. So this is the percentage drop at which the bot is going to place a safety order. Okay, so let's say the bot creates the base order, or the bot places a base order at $100, right? So if we set order price deviation as 5% here, so it means that when the price drops by 5%, the bot is going to place a safety order. Okay, so that's what this is for. So it means that when the price drops to $95, the bot is going to buy additional assets. All right, so then the price deviation scale. So if we have a scale of 1, it means that every time the price drops 5%, the bot is going to buy additional assets or place safety orders. All right, but what if we have a scale of 1.1? So this means that for the first order, which is called the base order, let's see, that would be at $100. Then when the price drops 5%, it's going to place the first safety order. Then for the second safety order, it's no longer going to it won't be a drop. The second safety order will not be triggered by a drop of 5%, but instead it's when the price drops by 5 times 1.1, which is, let's quickly see, let's see, 5 times, which is 5.5%. Okay, so for the second safety order, when the price drops by 5.5%, it's going to place that second safety order. Then for the third safety order, the same thing happens. That 5.5% will be multiplied by the scale you have here, which is 1.1. So that's going to give you about 6.05%. So it means that when the price drops further by 6.05%, it's going to place the third safety order. So that's how that's what these parameters mean. So we'll go ahead to configure the bot with these parameters. Approved transaction. All right. So let's go back to the bot screen and we'll refresh the screen. Okay, so you'll notice that you have additional buttons. So now that the bot has been configured, we have options to start, to view deals, and so on. Okay, so so let's discuss the bot wallet and what it's all about. So we'll move on to the next screen. All right, so I think we need to refresh the screen at this point in time. All right, so this is the bot wallet. So the bot uses this wallet to store your assets, okay, to trade your assets. So it means that this wallet, it's a smart contract wallet, so it's on chain, and the bot will trade with the assets in this wallet. the bot is linked to this wallet and will trade with the assets in this wallet. So it means that if you want to trade, you will need to deposit your USDC to this bot wallet. And okay, so once you've done that, the bot should be able to trade with that USDC by the asset you specified in the configure screen and trade based on the parameters that you set up. So but before the bot, so I think at this point, let's go ahead to fund this bot wallet. So I'll copy the bot wallet address. You can see it here, ending with B5F. Okay, so I'll go and go ahead and fund this wallet. So I'll transfer some USDC to it and paste the address. Alright, I have transferred the funds to the wallet. So let's go and refresh the screen to be sure that the funds have arrived. Okay, so you can see that we now have the USDC in the wallet. Alright, so now that we have funded the bot's wallet, we will then need to set up to look at the automator. Alright, so the automator is responsible for executing the bot, as in it makes the bot function. So it runs every 5 minutes. Alright, so and it runs locally on your device. So I'll refresh the screen. Okay, so it runs locally on your device. So because it is responsible for executing your bot, as in making your bot function, so it needs to pay the executor or automator rather needs to pay gas fees. All right, because it's responsible for executing transactions. So we will need to fund the automator with some Polygon tokens. Alright, so let's copy the automator address. So we will just fund the automator with just the amount that we think it's going to need for the transaction fees. So I've copied that, so let me go ahead and transfer some Pol tokens to it. Paste the address. Okay, let's go back to the bot. So we're going to refresh this screen to confirm that the Pol tokens have arrived. Okay, let's refresh once more. Refresh once more. Refresh once more. Alright, so it is now here. So now that we have funded our automator, it means the next time it executes it will have the pool tokens it needs to pay for transaction fees. Alright, so that's it about the automator. Like I said, it runs every 5 minutes. Alright, so we will go back to the bot and we'll start the bot. So we're going to approve the transaction. So I funded the main wallet with more pool tokens. Okay, so that is it. The bot is up and running. The bot is up and running. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at is so you can see the bot is started. So now the bot is started. At any point in time, you can decide to pause the bot. It means that no other trades will execute, nothing else will happen, or you can stop the bot. So when you stop the bot, what happens is that all the open deals will be closed, and it means all your assets will be sold to USDC, so that you can have them all sold to USDC. Alright, so that's the effect of stopping the bot. So let's go ahead to look at the deals section and what it's all about. Okay, so if you go to the deals section, for now you'll notice we don't have any deals. That's because the executor has not run yet. So let's look at the automator rather has not run yet. So let's look at the automator. Let's refresh this. So you'll see that its next run is scheduled for 50:23. Let's refresh the screen. Its next run is scheduled for a minute past midnight. Alright, so let's attempt to run the executor now. So if you run it now, not an authorized automator. Alright, so that means there is something we have not done. Okay, so for the executor to be able to run your bot, you need to give I don't know why I keep calling this executor. It's actually automator. For the automator to be able to run your bot, you need to grant it permission. Alright, so your bot is running as a smart contract, so not anyone can call it. Alright, so the automator needs to be given permission to automate your bot. Alright, so what we need to do is to copy the automator address. This is the local automator, the automator running on your device. We copy that address and we paste it in this field here. Alright, so that we can authorize it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and authorize this automator. Okay, so I will refresh the screen to see if we have. Okay, so it hasn't reflected yet here, so we need to have the automator's address reflect in the automator card. So we're going to refresh this screen again. Okay, so that transaction is yet to be processed, so we just have to wait until the transaction has been processed. All right, so you can see the local automator has been registered here, so it is now authorized to execute your bot. Okay, so the next run is supposed to be 6 minutes past midnight. Okay, but we can run it immediately here for the purpose of this tutorial, but it should run automatically by 6 minutes past midnight. So let's run it now. So when that is happening, let's look here. You can see check-in upkeep. Okay, upkeep performed successfully. So let's go and look at our deals screen. So we should notice difference there. That is if the transaction has been processed. It has been processed. That's why we have a deal coming up here. All right, so we'll just go ahead and click the run now again. But normally you wouldn't need to be clicking the run now because this happens automatically. So but for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll do that. So click run now. You will check in upkeep performed successfully. So we go back to the deal screen. All right, so the bot has bought the Aave asset. So the 0 of 3 means that no safety order has been executed yet, just the base order. Okay, just the base order has executed, no safety order has executed, and we have a maximum of 3 safety orders. So this is the first asset that the bot has purchased. So it's expected to, we specified Aave and Chainlink, so it's expected to purchase the Chainlink asset. Right, so when it's time for the next execution, it will automatically purchase the Chainlink asset. So the next execution is scheduled for 8 minutes past midnight. So by that time, the next asset will be purchased, and it will automatically manage your assets, and take profit when the profit target has been reached. So that's essentially it, how to create your bot, set up your bot. And so one last thing before we end the tutorial is that you can actually upgrade your bot when there are new versions, improvements, and you can go ahead to upgrade your bot. I think one feature that needs to be added is to notify you from when there is an upgrade or new features, so that you can go ahead to upgrade. You know when to upgrade your bot. So just look forward to more features, but for now we have a fully functional bot setup. All right, so I think that's it, guys. Thank you.